really love this. It's surprisingly delicious and super satisfactory because it's kind of like the anti of your like fruity, sweet, floofy kind of cocktail. This is made of a bunch of components that you wouldn't necessarily put together, or you just wouldn't necessarily reach for a drink. But when you put them all together, this is just kind of like I do what I want, and it's a little bitter and it's a little fruity, and it actually is surprisingly beautifully balanced and complex and really approachable, even though you wouldn't necessarily think that. Or maybe just if you're looking to try something new, unique, and fiercely independent, this is your cocktail. So let's go shopping. The fun has arrived. All right, I don't really know what I'm doing. Okay, first for just another Wednesday, I'm gonna go for this little industry gem, Fernet, which is not my favorite. So this is gonna be an Italian Amaro. Packs a ton of flavor. This is a very pungent, flavorful Amaro. There's a lot of bitter, there's kind of black licorice, which you know is not my favorite. However, in this cocktail, it actually works really well. Kind of all the strong flavors that we're throwing together kind of even and balance each other out. So it brings a lot of herbal and sort of bitter roots qualities to it that adds a real nice depth and complexity without any of them being like too overwhelming and in your face. Next, we're using Flora green from Accompani. And this is also a herbal kind of liqueur. It's a little softer. There's a little more like lemon and citrus and spearmint. Not quite as punchy as Fernet, and so it balances together and they really marry beautifully. This is also going to be actually surprisingly similar to like a green chartreuse. So when you're having a hard time finding green chartreuse, Flora green can make a great substitute. It's not gonna have your chartreuse color, but it is gonna provide actually a lot of similar flavors. Are you finding everything all right? So next we're gonna use this from Don Ciccio. It is a fennel liqueur from the Amalfi Coast. So we're using this almost as a simple syrup. It's got a lot of sweetness. It also brings a lot of body. It's very rich and kind of viscous. So bring some fennel and it just kind of marries into those Amaro and herbal liqueur sort of components that we already have. So it's just gonna kind of blend in while adding more body and more sweetness, but super fun and super unique. And then of course our finishing touch, we are gonna use some Turkish tobacco bitters, which is cool in that you've got so many different unique and especially kind of like bitter herbal versus your sweet fruity, that the tobacco is a nice finishing touch. So it's not gonna be like somebody just lit up a pipe, but it is gonna bring some of that earthiness. There's almost kind of got cocoa and a coffee and kind of a robustness and an earthiness. That's just kind of a nice little finishing touch. Today we're gonna make just another Wednesday, which is a cocktail for, you know, Valentine's or any holiday or this Wednesday or next Wednesday, whatever, doesn't really matter. It's just another Wednesday. So let's make a drink. So we're gonna start with a shaker. 1 ounce Fernet, 1 ounce Flora green, 1 ounce Finnocchieto, fennel liqueur. Just gonna put a lot of booze, all the weird booze into here because we're trying not to feel. Limes. 1 ounce lime juice, 1/4 ounce pineapple gum syrup, a couple dashes Fee foam or an egg white. Dry shake. Ice. Shake again. Coupe glass. We are going to double strain. Oh, look at that romantic color. All right, and then we're gonna use some Turkish tobacco bitters. Couple drips on top. And that is how you make just another Wednesday.